We are live. Hello, hello. This is attorney Eric Clopper, and we are going live on all the channels, right? So on Instagram, there we go. And on this Instagram as well. So, welcome to another live stream. It is February 6, 2026. I appreciate all of you joining us. We're here to promote Intact Global's second conference. As Misanthrope, woot woot, yes, absolutely. Good evening, everyone. As Ocean Birth knows, we're here to promote Intact Global's second conference. And for those of you paying attention, we are on a different angle tonight, and that's because my other camera is giving me some technical difficulties, and I want it to be on time. So, as we rise up, greetings from Iceland, smiley face. Great to see you today or this evening. Thank you for joining us on the live stream. So for those of you who haven't heard the spiel, we are here to promote Intact Global's second annual conference. We sold out the first one. It's looking like pretty much, Ireland, excuse me. Ireland, yes, my apologies, smiley face. We are here to promote Intact Global's second annual conference to be held on April 18th and 19th in downtown Los Angeles. We've had a few tickets sold in the last few days, some major Intactivist names, which I know that any of you who are involved in the movement will recognize. Jessica, I see you on Instagram, Keys Consul, Scott Bromes, Lesbian Shay Guevara, Octavio, Gurney, KJR. Great to see you all. Thank you for joining. So in this live stream, some updates. We have secured our rental vendors, right? We have an epic projection. We have this beautiful stage, 6 by 9 feet, about 1.5 feet tall. It's massive. And me and 3 other full-grown men had to get those pieces up the stairs, which was actually quite dangerous. Now, we did it without injury, but it was kind of like we had to encourage each other. Like, we can do this, guys. This made of 3/4 inch plywood. It is absolutely solid. We are, how should I say, making this happen. We're going to have epic projection, audio, the whole setup. This is really top-notch production, right? And this is in one of the coolest venues in Los Angeles. So, and that's Intact Global's headquarters. So we are moving up and moving in. So, True Tad, I'm your biggest fan, and so does May Gamming is my biggest fan on Instagram. Well, you guys are gonna have to duke it out. No, but seriously, I hope to see both of you at Intact Global's second conference, April 18th and 19th in Los Angeles. We're still selling early bird tickets, right? So definitely the time to buy them. Those tickets, $199, will go a very, very, very long way. 2 lunches, you'll get a dinner. There's going to be cocktail hour, champagne, aerial dancers, some skits, maybe, how should I say, maybe a celebrity or 2. We're working on that. So, people, and also we're going to be honoring some of the long-standing Intactivists in the movement, and one who can't join us in particular. So we are really securing some of the biggest names in the movement. It's going to be the biggest Intactivist gathering in history, no doubt at all. I mean, I think last year was 72 attendees was the biggest gathering in history, and this is going to be substantially bigger in scale, in scope, and in effect, right? And we're scaling this. The litigation's working. And I met with another big-time Intactivist today, who is probably going to be filming the event. And he's a very, very top-of-the-end filmer and then we're also going to live stream it as well. Debbie, great to see you on Instagram. Hi. So we are making it work, right? What else is going on? Oh, we have some comments at Erica Durain. And Eric Anderson, great to see Eric. I hope you make it to the conference in Los Angeles. said, Whiskey River took my mind. Prepare thyself. I'm not totally sure what that means, but feel free to clarify. Ocean Birth, isn't it early for Jacaranda? Well, if, Eric might be in Florida at 7:40 on a Friday, so you go after it, sir. I'll probably be working for the, 85th day in a row, unfortunately, but, I've not cleared my docket, but I've lessened the docket so we can focus on conference promotion, logistics, and really an epic and grand 2 days. And it's going to be key networking as well. And we're really scaling this operation up to change the world, right? Change how we treat our children, ensure that we don't mutilate their genitals anymore. And we're going to have a much better and kinder world if we begin to love and respect our children instead of cutting them up and permanently injuring them at birth, right? Seems really hard to believe that we still have to fight this, but we are, and we're winning, and we're making progress, and we intend to accelerate that progress. And Eric's just clarifying Florida Statute 60.05, suing on behalf of the state. I'd have to look that up. Probably not going to do it on this live stream, although we are live streaming while the sun is still up, baby. So if any of you have any questions on what's going on, feel free to drop them in the chat. Otherwise, I heard from some more speakers from the conference today. I think I'll probably go through the conference site. And what I might do on these live streams, and let me know if this is of interest to the group, is I might start covering topical news topics on genital cutting, because who doesn't love knowing what happened, what atrocities have been committed in the name of making money for profit, right? And there is a lot. And I've been seeing like a lot of memes lately where like conspiracy theorist 37, news 0, but there was definitely an elite pedophile ring that was having an inordinate influence on, I shouldn't say that word, I'm sorry, that's a trigger word, but having an inordinate influence in politics and media, and it's the big Epstein files. So yeah, now this one is actually easier to grasp because you can see the scars on your genitals from when they stole an important part of your body, right? So anyway, as Eric, let's see, misanthrope sounds interesting to me. All right, well, you know what? Maybe I'll talk with my team and we can get, how should I say, we can get the list of what's going on in this field, like, because I know not long ago, like I think it was like 45 young men were killed in South Africa because of their genital cutting ceremony, right? They torture these kids and a lot of them die, and nobody touches it because it's tribal. Well, you know, if I were in charge, it would be a very different story, a very different enforcement mechanism. But anyway, we'll address that when we get there. So, Iraq, yes, Ocean Birth. Let me know. You could text me too. But what we want to do is really promote the cross-disciplinary approach at this conference. So yeah, at the first conference, we had maybe 12, 13 lawyers, which is fantastic, and it's a good start, and many were very accomplished. And we're going to have more lawyers now, but we're also going to have more doctors as well, which is great because we need doctors and lawyers. Leaf was there, for those of you in the movement who know, and he's fantastic. He's, I think, going to probably give a presentation or breakout session. But we're going to have more doctors that I'm reaching out to, that I'm friends with, that we have mutual respect for our work. So that will be great. We're going to have breakout sessions. We're going to live stream the whole thing, and we'll probably have a donation counter as well. And we are pushing hard right now to get another lawsuit on the board because Oregon's going great, right? But we want Oregon and Colorado to go great, or whatever the second lawsuit is, second state is. So that is also on the agenda. Behind me, I don't think you can read the text, but I've got a lot of lawsuits that we are managing here and winning all of them, right? Which is good, or at least handling all of them well. And that is actually a true statement. And as lawyers, you have to say true statements in advertising, which I'm not doing. I'm advertising the conference, not my legal services, which I say no to almost everybody now, because we need to focus on intactivism. That is the plan, right? Beyond my existing clients. So Buick, great to see you again. What's up to you as well? Well, what's up is we are doing a live stream, a series. Now, we're not doing every day. We're doing most days. You know, that's kind of the vibe these days. But it's going well. We're selling tickets. We got a serious cred. I mean, everyone at last year's conference was extremely pleased with the lineup, the program, the execution. I mean, it was a very, very professional event. And this is, we're taking it to the next level. This is going to be grand level, master type, conference networking, both in content, both in presentation, both in general vibes, right? We're going to get some good material for you as well. Levington, great to see you on Instagram. So, so let's see what else is going on. So Otavio says, it's a pity that this happens with the boys in the US. I'm from Brazil, and circumcision is done only when a urologist say the boy has phimosis or for some religious reasons. Yeah, it's an extreme minority procedure to amputate that part of the penis from people for no medical reason. It's totally nuts, right? I mean, it's beyond conception that we would do this. Debbie, I appreciate the good feedback. Great live. We do our best. We're actually live streaming from a different camera today, so let me know if you prefer this view. So the purpose of this is we're focusing on our advocacy of the human, preserving and protecting the human rights of children. And that starts with the integrity of their bodies, right? Not cutting off or removing parts of their bodies for profit in the medical sense, right? That's really where we're focusing on. And how we're going to do that is we're going to be filing strategic lawsuits. We've already started. We're already in the process of prevailing on those, right? Which is great news. But we need to scale that. We need to scale it big time. And so that is essentially what the focus of the conference is, but also to make these strategic connections, to find the right plaintiffs, find the right lawyers, to, let's say, invest in the right social media initiatives, right? How can we educate the public in a way that they can hear us, right? Because a lot of movements, they don't progress linearly, it's exponentially. And so we need to find those high value effort, those high value pressure points, right? Where we invest in this particular area and we get, 1,000x back or 2x, 10x, where you got to start somewhere. And so, like, for example, my Instagram, you might recognize that balcony there, right? Or you might even recognize that balcony over there, right? There's three of them. And so I stand there with my office manager a couple hours a month, and we get 3 million views, right? 3 million, all young men for the most part, 90%, in the, like 18 to 34, and I think some under 18 too. So it's all hitting big time. And that's easy, right? It's an easy way to get 3 million people a month to hear the message that, hey, maybe you shouldn't amputate functional parts of a young child's body, especially when they would never choose to do so themselves, right? That's totally crazy. And so things like that is what we want to do, right? And so we're going to have networking sessions with people who are media professionals as well to say, okay, this is how we're going to continue to amplify the message, because we are prevailing. Because remember, we're an extreme minority in the United States who circumcise their children, right? And their baby boys, like extreme minority. And if you factor in religion and just for medical reasons, it's an even greater minority. Now, the great majority of boys are kept intact now, which is great. More than 50% are not circumcised, right? So more than 50% are kept intact. They're protected from these medically unnecessary and obviously harmful surgeries, amputations on their genitals that remove functional tissue. But we need that to be way, way lower than 49% or whatever it is. We need it to be like 4%, 2%, right? Like this should be an incredible anomaly to have your rights violated and your body parts removed. And so we need to identify those pressure points that have a big return on investment, because unlike the medical industry, right? Because they profit big time from mutilating the sex organs of children, which is crazy, but they do big time. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry a year. How do we, we're not performing surgeries on children, we're not a little. It looks like it is on my end. As Buick says, oh, well, Buick, yes, it has been a while, and I have missed you personally, and I've lost some sleep over it, actually. So it's good to see you, and I will sleep better. Woke up every 2 hours last night thinking, where is 455 Buick 6? So thank you. And it's a multi-billion-dollar year in fibroblast, which is a type of cell in an infant foreskin. Hello, Mr. Barber. Great to see you. And so it's the only body part that you can, quote unquote, legally harvest from a non-consenting donor. Or another way to put it is, it's the only body part you can legally harvest. But we could easily cut off other parts of children and put them in biomedical products. But this is the only body part that is allowed to do through just inertia, right? Through history. Now, if you were to apply certain laws, you could say, hey, it is illegal to perform medically unnecessary surgeries. But just like it's illegal to do that, it's also unconstitutional to just protect female minors and not male minors. And we have some preliminary rulings in Oregon that suggest we could prevail on that theory. It takes an incredible amount of time, money, and effort to credibly, competently challenge and test these legal theories, right? Because when I say it in a sentence, it makes sense, and it does make sense, and it is correct. But to mobilize the legal resources against the state to challenge these obviously unjust laws takes an enormous amount of time, money, and effort. And that's why we have to fundraise. Unfortunately, because we're not making money mutilating babies, we are actually have to spend our own money to protect these children. So it is what it is. Chase, great to see you. Adam, Luke on the roof. Can I sue my parents for circumcising me? Great question. I was laughing at the name, actually, but it depends. That's what any lawyer will tell you. What's the circumstances of the circumcision? What state? What laws in that state might give you standing to sue? Is it? And then are we going to sue, like my firm or Intact Global's attorney network? I don't know. I mean, is it likely to be impact litigation, or is it just going to make you feel better, right? So it depends. Or if you're going to pay for it, then it's more likely, right? But lawyers are expensive. I typically charge $600 an hour to my commercial clients, right? It's way less for Intact Global. But the reality is, and that's a typical hourly rate in Los Angeles, and I'm much better than the typical lawyer, right? So it is what it is. But that's why we need to come together. And there are people who have like major amount of resources who are very passionate. We've shown great competence with the resources we've raised, and we're moving forward, speedily in Oregon, but we need to move forward speedily in 5 or 10 states at once. Now, I'd love to do 40 states at once, but I want to be realistic on what we can raise and what we can do, right? And so the goal is to get a second lawsuit on the board before the conference, April 18 and 19 in downtown LA. But if we can't, then we're just going to move forward with what we can do. It's what we've been doing forever, and we're making progress and we're accelerating, but we're going to move as fast as we can. Con. That seems, I'm glad you follow Intact Global's Instagram. A lot of intact men would also remain intact if parents knew about forced retraction. Totally. There's a lot going on here. So for tickets and info, because we really are doing this live stream, maybe we'll start incorporating topical stories, tennis and horses. Great to see you. Hello to you as well on Instagram. But the real deal is the conference coming up April 18 to 19. So share with your friends. If you're on Instagram, you'll see the URL down here. If you're on YouTube or similar, you'll see it right there. And so what I'm going to do real quick is just show you what happens if you go to that link, because I would love if everyone watching the stream, if they don't already have their ticket, to get their ticket. Like I mentioned before, there's going to be some major intactivist names there, right? If you're in the movement, you will recognize many people. We're very excited for our new attendees. And we encourage you, if you have a ticket, to tell your friends, right? Invite your friends, make sure that they can make it too. So if you go to this URL, you're going to go to this page right here that you can see, depending on what screen you're on. And it has the dates, April 18 to 19. It is in our Intact Global's new headquarters in Los Angeles. We have an optional founders dinner Friday night. It's a little more expensive, but it's for those in the movement who, more than half of it's a donation. And we're going to meet right off in Beverly Hills, right off Rodeo Drive in the Olive Tree Room, 5-course meal. It's going to be quite the event, right? But for those of you where, hey, that's a little rich for me, we have the 2-day conference, right? Saturday and Sunday. We have the schedule down here. And then the big event is the gala on Saturday evening. And that's the great event where you want to bring your friends to. Let's say you're definitely all in Intactivists. You want to be networking and strategy and see where we are and where we're going and help move that along. Attend both days of the conference. Now, if you just want to attend the gala, or you want to introduce somebody to the movement, well, that is the place to do it. That's going to be Saturday evening, 6:30 to 9:30 on April 18th. And that's where we're going to have the aerial dancers and the showgirls and the stand-up comic and the MC and the champagne and the cocktail hour and you name it. And it's a hell of a venue too. I mean, truly, it's one of the coolest venues in downtown Los Angeles, and it is Intact Global's headquarters. So, we're really moving up and we're moving in, and we want you to be there for it. So in the gala, and we're also going to honor some very important people in the movement as well, very important activists who've devoted their lives to protecting children from this outrageous violence. And so anyway, here is the picture of Intact Global's new headquarters. We are the entire 4th and 5th floor. And the 5th floor does have windows, except these 2 windows are actually balconies. That's why they're recessed a little. But the 5th floor is just as big as the 4th. Except there's a big cutout to make a huge event space in the middle with a huge skylight and huge windows. It's quite beautiful. And so to get a ticket, you just click buy tickets now. And for those of you asking, we will have hotel blocks starting next week, 2 blocks away. But yeah, so just click buy tickets now. And you're going to go to our ticketing website. It's called Ticket Tailor. And it's 833 South Spring Street, April 18 to 19. And just click get tickets, right? And make sure you get at least 1 for yourself. We've been selling like 2 a day. We are killing it. By April 18th, it's going to be well north of 100 attendees. And also, how should I say, if we got 200 attendees, that would be like epic, right? But make sure you get a ticket for yourself, maybe a ticket for someone else. There's a suggested $25 donation, which you can make 0, or you can make 1,000. We saw that come in the other day. And if you just want to do the Saturday night gala, or let's say you just want to go, but you want to bring your partner to the gala, then you get 1 ticket for the whole thing, right? Because this includes the Legacy Gala and general admission. And then you get 1 ticket for the gala. And let's say you want to donate, let's say $50, just to the litigation. You do next. And you just put in your name. Oh, I don't have my password thing in, but you just put in your name, email, and so on and so forth, and you are good to go. And if you bought anything with link, you could say, for me, and my partner, Jane Doe, Intactivist. And, I don't have any dietary restrictions, but let's say she's a vegan, right? Whatever. And then, you're good to go. We've got the 2-day ticket. We've got the gala, which again is going to be a grand event Saturday evening. And then you just pick whatever makes sense for you. And then you click pay. I've already have my ticket, so I don't need multiple tickets. And that's how it works. So anyway, which hotel? It's going to be the Freerunner Hotel. It's about a 2.5 blocks away, or a Freehand Hotel, excuse me. Very young, trendy, cool, vibey, one would say. It's the best price as well. So do something, it's too steep. Up 3 other people. So we're trying to get all points in attend because in the movement, we also need to raise money to move forward. And let's say you don't have a ton of money to raise, but maybe you can raise awareness. Maybe you can find the right journalist. Maybe you can, connect us with the right person, right? Or you never know. So we want everyone to be able to attend and to contribute at the level that they're comfortable contributing at. And so anyway, that's about all that's going on for today. It is a little after 5 o'clock. I've got about 30 minutes of sunlight left, so I'm going to walk Mr. Buster Mountain Man, who is got to be up here. He would never leave me. Hey, Mountain. Oh, there he is. Hey, could you come here for me? Could you just say hi to the people? He's got to do a big stretch. Come here, bud. Come here. Hey, could you dance with me, Mountain? Come on, dance with me. Hey, dance with me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Dance with me, Mountain. You can do it. Come on. Oh, there he is. There he is. Mr. Mountain, can I get a kiss? Can I get a kiss? No kisses today. That's okay. But anyway, I look forward to seeing you all April 18th to 19th, Intact Global's second conference. And we will be doing a live stream again soon. Maybe we'll start doing it from Intact Global's headquarters in downtown LA, which has fiber optic internet and is fantastic. I know the quality of my stream has increased from last year, but we're talking we're going to probably live stream the whole thing, and it's going to be in beautiful quality. So it's all good. Have a great evening, everybody. Get your tickets at the early bird price, and I will see you all again soon. All right. Thank you all.